G'day there, winos. This is Vince.Wine, and today we're going down under. I apologize in advance for the really terrible Australian accent that I'm definitely going to do throughout this video. Actually, we're going way down under to Australia's southernmost state, Tasmania. Today, Tasmania is known for producing some of the world's top quality sparkling and other cool climate wines. I've got a bottle of Jansz Premium Cuvée. Let's pop the cork on this bad boy as we count down the top 5 facts about Tasmanian wine on today's Uncorked. Thanks for joining me. And before we get started today, if you want to be a winoceros, hit subscribe on this channel to become a wino today. I put out new videos every single Saturday, so be sure to hit that bell icon to stay notified for more great wine content. Okay, fact number 1, the Tassie is the OG Aussie. Well, at least as far as wine goes, Tasmania is actually the region with some of the first and oldest plantings of the Vitis vinifera wine grape in all of Australia. In fact, a lot of Australia's wines eaten today originally were cuttings from the vineyards in Tasmania. There are over 160 producers in Tasmania today, and that number is still growing. Other sparkling wine producers, even from Champagne, have taken note of the incredible sparkling wines coming from Tasmania and are choosing their region to produce wines under other labels. Pretty cool. Okay, let's get this guy open and I'll give you fact number 2. So Tasmania is an island, but it's not tropical. It's actually a temperate climate, which means it has a very wide range of temperatures from hot to cold seasons and days. And of course, all wines love hot days and cold nights. Now, Tasmania is also impacted by incredibly windy weather that comes in from the ocean. Oh, that was nice. Now, the great thing about the ocean is that it acts as an insulator, right? So it keeps the region nice and cool, or at least from having scorching hot days. But with all that crazy wind, the vineyards of Tasmania end up mostly on the east coast of the island, where there's this large mountain range that protects it from the gusts of winds and too much rainfall, hot or cold temperatures. So check out this really gorgeous bottle here. So this is Jansz, and this is a wine that comes from the Pipers River GI. Actually, I'm not sure if it's designated a GI, but it is definitely regarded as one of the highest producing regions in all of Australia. So this is a premium cuvee made from Chardonnay grapes. Gosh, check out this really bright color. So this is a really nice sort of lemon color in there. By the way, check out my pop quiz video. I'll leave a link to that one where I learned a little bit more about the colors of wine. And it's super bright in the glass as well. Really a beautiful wine. Now, it's done in method champenoise, but they call it method Tasmanoise. Not exactly sure if that would come up like on a WSET exam, but we'll give it to them. It's actually not screaming bubbles right now, so I'm really interested to see what this mouthfeel is going to be like. We'll get to that after fact number 3. The geology of Tasmania is all about sand and sandstone, and because of those mountain ranges, it actually gets a lot of influence of volcanic rock as well. You get this great minerality and really good drainage, which means the roots have to really struggle to survive and end up giving you a smaller yield with a much more concentrated flavor. And let's just take a look at where Tasmania lies on the map. So you can see it's just beneath the mainland of Australia, and it's in what we call the temperate zone here. And here you can see on the east coast of the island is where all of the vines grow to be protected from that crazy wind. Now, along the northern area is where Pipers River is, and while it may be a difficult area, it's one of the most notable regions for wine production in all of Australia. And let's not forget, vines love to struggle. Okay, fact number 4, Tasmanian wines are delicious. And that is a fact. Let's go ahead and taste our Jansz Cuvée. Okay, so I'll volatilize the esters and open up those aromatics. Let's take the nose here. Whoa, okay, so one of the first things that I'm getting on this wine is actually nuttiness. There's this sensation, not roasted, it's these very fresh nuts and sort of a saltiness as well. Almost think like almonds and cashews. And a beautiful fruitiness comes underneath that as well. So I'll tell you this, I'm not getting too much creaminess or influence from yeastiness either. It's definitely about a fresh fruitiness. I think fresh is the word, even that fresh nuttiness. Let's take the palate. Okay, the first thing to note about this is the structure. Oh my gosh, this has sort of a frothy structure, not all the way to like frizzante. It's much more sharp bubbles, certainly, but it is a little bit on the sudsy side. I'm kind of surprised about that. And then, of course, all of that incredible flavor. I am mostly being presented with fruit on the palate. The nuttiness has kind of gone away and left me with a fruitiness. I'm getting a little bit of like grapefruit and sort of citrus, almost as far as orange juice, and then a little bit of berry in there too. I actually think I'm getting a little bit of kind of red sort of strawberry in there as well, which is pretty nice. And then that nuttiness sort of transformed into more of a minerality. It plays off as almost a saltiness and a little bit of flint as well, making it almost like, I don't know if you ever put like salt on a watermelon or salt on fruit. It's really a very unique sensation that I'm not used to when it comes to sparkling wine. I would say that the thing that differentiates this is that lack of yeastiness, and that's not to say that sparkling wine producers in Tasmania don't use a yeastiness, but this kind of gets rid of that and replaces it with freshness. It is bright and lively and super enjoyable. I can imagine loving this on a really hot day. And with an easy 12% alcohol, that wouldn't be hard to do. Okay, fact number 5 is that global warming is a thing. Tasmania's wine region is actually getting warmer, where they can get sort of an 11% alcohol level. With warmer weather conditions, fruit is able to ripen a little more. And now they're producing wines that are at that 12, even 13% level. Now, Tasmania is the coolest wine growing region in all of Australia. But today they're actually able to start planting warmer climate varietals like Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. So that actually makes Tasmania a really exciting region to keep your eye on as we start to see a wider variety of wines being produced from this unique island. Okay, obligatory fact about the Tasmanian devil. The Tasmanian devil is a carnivorous marsupial of the family Dasyuridae. Till recently, it has only been found on the state of Tasmania, but it has now been reintroduced to New South Wales with a small breeding population. And it looks like this, and not like this. Alright, I got a surprise for you, winos. Jansz Premium Rosé. Okay, reading the bottle on this one, it does say that it's supposed to have a creaminess to it, and that's kind of the reason why, gosh, can I get this foil off? And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to get this one open today. By the way, today has been my first time ever drinking Tasmanian wines. Wow-wee, look at that color. Holy moly, that is just a gorgeous, peachy, sort of pale salmon color in there. Much like the last one, it doesn't have a strong run of bubbles coming off of it either, so I have the feeling the mouthfeel will be the same. Let's take the nose. Oh, okay, yeah, there is a little bit of creaminess happening here. I'm getting much more of that sort of flinty thing happening on the nose here. A little bit of sort of like river rock. Oh, and this has really like sweet strawberry condition of fruit as well, with a little bit of stone fruit in there. I think a little bit of apricot. Yeah, touch of apricot, touch of peach, and maybe a little honey drizzled over that fruit, and then strawberries. Really actually a gorgeous nose. Let's get the palate. Oh, okay. I'm drinking this one a little bit colder. Man, that structure is still really light. I would still say gentle, more on the frothy side of bubbles. So I was right about the structure in this glass, but man, on the finish, I'm just getting a rush of fruitiness, a very sweet fruitiness as well. I wouldn't say that there's a lot of residual sugar in here, but sort of that perception of sweetness because of that fruity characteristic makes this such a lovely wine. I actually think I prefer this rosé. This is pretty cool. Well, there you have it, winos. This has been the top 5 facts about wine from Tasmania. I'm so sorry to any Australians actually watching. Well, I hope I've introduced you winos to a really cool region that's really underrepresented in the wine world. But of course, online you can find anything you want. Go look for Jansz sparkling wines and other wines like Pinot Noir and Sauvignon Blanc and Riesling that are also produced on the island of Tasmania. And keep an eye out for some other fantastic reds in the future. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, please leave me a like. That helps so much. Don't forget to share this video with your wine friends. And until next time, winos, drink safe and drink well. I gotta see a man about a wallaby.